What is up, guys? Ginn here, and in today's video, I want to share with you an exciting new AI technology. So if you haven't heard it, I am going to show you a brand new AI tool for wholesaling real estate. And I hate to say this, but it is a complete game changer from what you've seen in wholesaling real estate before. This is not ChatGPT. This is not like that, okay? This is actually a completely different thing that I'm going to show you today that's going to help increase your lead generation. And really for like the beginner to mid, actually, let's say the mid wholesalers that are doing some deals that want to generate more deals and more leads, this is going to help you out a lot. But really what this is going to help the most on, and I just get selfish here, if you're a brand new wholesaler, like brand new, no experience, you want kind of things to be spoon-fed to you, like you want to talk to me a one-on-one and you want to get it at 4 a.m., this is going to be the perfect thing. Like I'm telling everybody right now, I don't say this at all, but there is that I checked before this video. There's not one YouTube video right now as I've seen that talks about this AI technology that anyone can start today. Today, for free, no cost at all. And it is, I hate to say it, it's a game changer. It's going to change a lot. I don't hype up many free things that are new or something like that. AI, when ChatGPT came, I hyped it up like crazy. I'll tell you that. I hyped it up like crazy. This thing is the next part of the hype. And I had to make a whole live stream on this just to share with you. And here's the coolest announcement of them all. This, the prompts that I'm telling you and all the crazy AI stuff, it is going to be in freewholesaling.com. We do have an AI section. It's going to help change everything. But guys, I'm hyping it up. I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, come on, Zach, and share it, spill the beans, do everything right now. Just blow it, like just blow it off the top, share with me. And I'm going to tell you right now. And here's the thing. No other wholesaler in wholesaling real estate is going to talk about this because first and foremost, me sharing this to you, and I am hyping this up, I can't make any money off of you. I can't sell an affiliate program for you to go use this thing. I can't put it in a course that you have to buy a bunch of money to go in. Like there's no way anyone in YouTube can make money off of you doing this. And so they're going to be very quiet and they're never going to talk about it. But guess what? I'm going to share it for free because I know it's here to help the beginner wholesalers out that nobody ever talks about. And you got to ask yourself, why is Zach the only person in this business to talk about this stuff? I want you guys to understand, why is Zach the only person that will reveal this to you guys? Nobody else in wholesaling will reveal this to you because they're trying to get you to pay money for an AI thing. This is a free AI thing. So guys, I'm excited. You already know. So do me a favor, guys. You already know I'm the only guy in wholesaling that really even shares this information anymore at all. It's sad. It's crazy, but it's absolutely true. I'm the only guy. You know, me and Rick are the only people. There's only channel that does this. So do me a favor. Because I'm doing this stuff, guys, you already know. You got to hit that like button, okay? You got to hit that subscribe button, guys. Guys, if you're not subscribed, you're not getting the bell notification icon. You're not getting the information that is going to destroy your competition because your competition ain't watching me, okay? Like, not every wholesaler watching now. We got a lot of people watching me, but not every wholesaler. And if you can get the edge on the competition, and this is, if I had this tool as a beginner, lights out, right? It's amazing. And guys, hit that like button, subscribe, comment below your questions, network in the comments. You guys know what to do. But without further ado, I know I'm hyping it up. I know it's crazy. And I want everybody in the comments, I want you to guess what I'm talking about. I want to see whoever in the comments can guess the one right first. That I would be very curious. Guys, comment below what you think I'm talking about. But I'm telling you right now, this is where it's at. This is how you get it. And I got to hype you up. Let's get the music going. Let's make some money. And let's make some wholesaling real estate dollars and some deals. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
snap. We're ready to go. We're ready to reveal this. So drum roll, please. Let's just not, let's just not let the waiting going, because I hate to say this. Everyone's going to roll their eyes, but unfortunately, me revealing this thing, if I'm going to reveal this thing, I'm going to give you the full tutorial on it. Like, I am going to go for a very long time explaining everything and what to put to say and how to actually use it. My copy, you can literally, what I'm telling you, you can copy and paste everything I'm going to do. It's going to be in freewholesaling.com tonight on this. This is how excited I am on it. Okay. So what is it? What is it? Well, let's just explain it really quick. It is Bard AI. That's what I'm calling. It's called Bard AI. It is basically Google's version of ChatGPT. And everyone's like, oh, what's the big, it's the same thing. What is that supposed to do? How is that going to make, guys, this is huge. Okay. Google, it made a ChatGPT, but actually made it way better. It's clearly better. And at a surface level, it's like, okay, but I started using it, and guys, like, I just got access to it a couple weeks ago, like beta, and just like full access and using it. And, with my mind, I know how to wholesale. So I actually use things that are very innovative, because I'm very innovative, me and Rick, in the wholesaling industry, and put it into it. It does stuff that ChatGPT could never. And it will make you a ton of money in wholesaling. And that's what I'm going to do today. It's called Bard AI. So the website, you will have to sign up for the beta. In, I think 24 hours, it automatically gives it to you pretty much. I've done it on 3 occasions now. It is bard.google.com. I want everybody to go and join the beta. It'll take you 24 hours. I know. It takes 24 hours. I know. It's got a wait list. It's 24 hours. Unfortunately, it is worth it. You just click a button and wait 24 hours. Usually on the end, it will go there. Okay. I'm telling you, like, it just give it a second and it will happen. The point of it is because after you wait, first of all, most wholesalers are going to wait the 24 hours, but once you do, it's free too. Like, come on, it's free. Costs no money. The point of it is it's ChatGPT, except it's connected to the internet. This is insane. So this is ChatGPT, except you can ask it questions in real time from the internet. It's literally the internet with ChatGPT together, which means you ask it some stuff, it's going to give real-time data, and it's going to spit you back data. It's going to give you, it unlocks so much more stuff for wholesalers and for beginners too. You can literally ask it so many stuff. Like, it is insane. All right. Some guys already come, they already have it, and that's pretty cool. But I'm telling you, it's crazy. So let me just show you what's in it. And everyone's got to do the wait list. And then tomorrow you can go follow and do it. And guess what? By tomorrow, the prompts you can use on the AI, I'm actually going to copy and paste the prompts into freewholesaling.com. So you can just copy and paste. It'd be pretty easy, simple to do. But I'm going to do a full breakdown of it today because it's that insane. Okay. You can lead generation, market research. It will tell you things that you won't even believe. I'll actually do comps for you too. So I know it's crazy. I know I'm hyping it up. But let's go to bard.google.com and go into it and show you. And so let's go paste it in the comments for everyone to know and get it going. Okay. So ChatGPT is not internet connected as of now still. It's still pretty behind on it. Now, there are internet connected ones, but they are not connected with Google. And that is the thing that is not the thing that is that's the thing that's kind of different on it, right? So yes, ChatGPT, the next one is connecting toward the internet, and the newer ones too. But here's the thing with it. ChatGPT has Microsoft technology. And so ChatGPT will use Microsoft tech for it, which is good. But I'm telling you right now, Google is using Google tech, and Google tech is so much better. And so ChatGPT is not going to pull comps. It will not give me comps. It will not give me data. It will not give me the stuff. Guess who will? Guys, who uses Bing and who uses Google? Everybody watching this pretty much uses Google, okay? Okay, that's the thing. Everyone uses Google because when I search something in Google, the right thing pops up. When I search for the code enforcement phone number, Google will pop it up way faster than Bing. And that's why it works better. You also got to remember that Google, this AI tool, has a picture of every single house in the United States. Crazy, right? Google, there's no Bing Maps. I'll tell you this right now. There's no Microsoft Maps. There's a Google Maps. And Google Maps also tracks all the data of traffic, real estate in the area. It's insane. So this is why BART AI is insane. I'm going to get into it right now, and let's get into it. And so, yes, most people don't have the internet connected ChatGPT because most people aren't going to pay for it. I played around with it. It's not as good as Google. So I know I'm getting all excited, but let me actually show you what it looks like, right? Like I'm not here to get you all hyped up or whatever. Like I'm just going to show you what it is, all right? And remember, guys, at freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, by tonight or tomorrow morning, all the stuff will be in there, okay? ChatGPT usually gives 1 to 2 year old data. This is all newer data. So I'm excited for this one. I'm ready to go. And so what I'm going to do is actually give it prompts. And I'm going to show you how to actually, it's like ChatGPT, but you can give it prompts that are connected to the internet, and it's way better. And so let's just talk about the first thing, okay? Let's go a little slow, and let's go into some more insane stuff, okay? Like we're going to go very slow starting out, and then we're just going to get insane with the stuff, all right? And so let's do the first one. This is a very simple one, but let's just ask it really quick. What's the median home price in Dallas, Texas? Okay, pretty simple. What's the median home price, right? Nothing crazy. I'm not doing anything nutty, but what is the median home price of Dallas, Texas? And what it's going to do, it's going to use data from the internet and get the median home price as of this video. And so this is in March 2023 of this video. And unfortunately with AI videos, every month's different. And that's the thing. And so it's going to give you some stats and all this great stuff, right? And you can click Google it right there too, if you want to go and actually like verify the information. So I'm just going to click that, and it's going to give me, and then it's going to literally just pop up a Google query here. Let me pop that up. And so I can verify the information, right? Pretty cool, right? That's kind of the point here, guys. It's going into Google and doing it, right? And so this is it, right? It's pretty cool. I'll tell you, like, so you see that little enter prompt here. That's kind of the point right here. Now, I'll tell everybody watching this, though, it is not perfect. I want everyone to, like, this is not the perfect AI thing. It will not spit out the perfect thing out there. You cannot ask it for a list of all the properties that are going to be the next $50,000 wholesaling deal. It is not that. It is just a tool. I need everyone to understand this. This is just a tool. It is not going to be the thing that changes everything, but it is a tool that can help you out so much. It is literally like building a sandcastle. You can use your hands, but if you have a shovel, it makes life a lot easier. So this is a tool. This is not going to be the one-stop fix-all thing, but it is just a tool to help us out. Okay. And it's a free tool. All right. And so let's get some really good data. Let's get some really awesome data. Okay. And so this is data that's actually going to be useful for us in wholesaling real estate. So the first thing I'm going to ask it here is, let's do in the next prompt here. Let's just ask it, what is the least valuable zip code in Dallas, Texas? All right. This is just for Dallas. Like, I'm a beginner. I want to know this stuff. I'm going to pop it in, and it's going to give me some of the least valuable zip codes in Dallas. Right. And so I want you guys to understand this. It's not perfect. Okay. But this stuff ChatGPT can't even do. So for example, here, this is using older data and data from like a year or two ago. So it's saying the median home price in that zip code's 200. It's a little bigger than that, but it's not completely off. And so the zip codes, they're still historic. These are historically the bad zip codes in Dallas for prices. Okay. And so, for example, I go here and it's not off, right? And so it's off by like 20 grand. So it's about 10% off. It's not terrible. And so, but the data's still working on here. And that's kind of the point here, guys. Like it's cool. All right. But like you can put any, like think about like this. Okay, guys, you can put any city in there. But guys, my Dallas people can go and tell me, like, I popped this in for a bunch of cities. It's Cedar Crest, Fair Park, Deep Elam, West Texas, Vickery Meadow. Statistically, it'll show us the least valuable zip codes in that area, the lowest prices. And so let's actually have it do a little bit more hard work. Like that's kind of easy work. Like anyone can kind of Google search that, right? It's not that difficult. But let's have it do some more time-intensive tasks that make life a little easier, okay? So here's another one. Give me a report of home sales in Arizona for the past month. People probably have to spend some time and money getting this together. So what's going to do is for March 2023. And so what it kind of spit out here for March is a home report for Arizona, right? Generally I'd probably do it by the city or county but generally it's just going to do that for us. And I know I'm going to blow your mind. It's crazy. I'm going to spit a lot of information out with you. I don't have 4 hours on this, but I'm trying to give you all the relative information you need as a wholesaler, because this is stuff you need to know. No guru ain't going to do this. Okay. And so the median home price in Arizona, it's down 6% from the same time last year. So it's information we need to know. Median home price per square foot, property sold, all this awesome data, right? It's giving us a little summary of articles that they've compiled, that the market is a state of transition. Home prices are still rising, but at a slower pace. It's giving us some great information, right? I'm going to skip the end part because the end part's not good for YouTube. But it's popping up information, and it's better than ChatGPT as of this video. Now, tomorrow ChatGPT might come ChatGPT 4 or 5, and it might become better, and I'll let you guys know. Guys, this is why I go live. This is why I'm the only wholesaler to give you this information, because this is ever changing. But I'm giving the information y'all need to know. All right. And so that's the next one, right? Pretty cool, right? And so let's get some statistics if I'm wholesaling real estate that I need to know. And so RMR is a great question. How do I know if this is accurate information? All you need to do is, first of all, it's when ChatGPT gives you Bard gives you the month and the year. All you gotta do is click Google it, and it will just verify the information. But the information's pretty good. They also have different type of drafts, so you get different versions of it, right? And so that's pretty cool. The average days on market, all this stuff, and it's going to give you the top 5 city for home sales, things like that, right? But all you have to do is basically ask it, basically ask it on the Google it, and then verify it from there, right? Most of the time, it's good information, but yeah. All right, let's go to the next part here. And so let's pop to the next one here. What zip code has the highest crime rate in Miami? This is very good to know what areas I should probably avoid in Miami, Florida. All right. This is pretty insane stuff. All right. And so one thing I want to tell you here is, historically, it'll tell you the historical, it'll tell you all this stuff. But in Miami, Florida, this is just me. Should I avoid a place in Miami? It should probably be these zip codes. Now, as I could tell you, it's also going to tell you what probably places you should not wholesale in. And really, when there's a lot of robberies, burglaries, assaults, which showing here, those are obviously the common crimes you want to avoid. You want to stay away from that, right? So Miami Beach probably has a lot of crimes. It's a nice area, but just a lot of people are there. So obviously we got to take that into account. But it's okay, I know the highest crime rates are, but maybe I could still wholesale it. I need some more information to see how to actually do it the right way, right? And so what we're going to do here is we're going to have this. All right, we're actually going to find some good. So like I've said before, wholesaling, the best markets to wholesale right now are markets where hands down there's low crime rates and prices are low. I've always said that, right? And so I don't have to go get the top 15 crime rates, then the median home prices and the new cross transgressional analysis. I'm just going to paste this in here. What zip code has the lowest crime rate relative to price in Miami, Florida? That's all I got to put, and it's going to give me some. It's going to cross the information for me. It's going to pop up data. It's going to pop up information, and it's also going to pop up articles. Now, sometimes the information's weird, and we got to kind of have to ask it different things, obviously, because this is new technology. But it's good info, right? So the zip code, the lowest crime rate relative to price in Miami is the 33138 Coral Gables. That's slightly okay, right? But they're looking at violent crime, so that is true. But the median home price in the zip code 750. It's higher than, but the crime rate is also lower, and so it's it's okay. And so what I might ask it again is, what are the top zip codes with the lowest crime rates in Miami with the median home price below, let's do 500,000 in March 2023. I don't know what's going to spit. I'm just thought about this on the top of my head. This is just stuff to think about. And boom. So it just gave me an awesome graph here. So this is the stuff I actually need to know, guys, right? And so this is pretty gangster. Ain't gonna lie. This is a pretty gangster thing. And, you know, insane. So what literally just popped up a graph for me. And so it just gave me the zip codes. It gave me the median home price. It gave me the violent crime. I honestly, between me, I kind of care about violent crime. I don't really care about property crime or all that. That stuff's kind of irrelevant. I care about the assaults, robbery, like the bad stuff. I don't know what else to say it. You know, like white collar crime, you know, fraud. Like I don't really care too. I hate to say it, but like it doesn't affect safety. You know, like stuff that affects safety. I think everyone knows that, right? You know, I don't think they consider DUIs violent crimes, but like, you know, bad crime. Like I don't want to get robbed or attacked or anything like that. And so this is pretty cool. Pinecrest is cheap, but it's also got low violent crime. South Miami, West Kendall, Cutler Bay. Those are good areas. One thing about Key Biscayne, I do want you guys to know, I just have to give you this stuff. It's not the, so Key Biscayne has a lot of condos and apartments. Those are obviously lower prices. So you need to go off of single family homes. And so I might want to put this on here too. I might do a median home price. So what zip codes the lowest in my with median home price for single family homes? Let's see if it fits anything else. It might not, but let's just see. And so it gave me the same info. So single family homes, but not the biggest deal in the world, right? That's pretty cool, right? Now I could tell you this is information that starting out, it's invaluable. It's insane how amazing that information is, right? And we're just getting started. Okay. I'm just going down the list. This is a lot of info. I get it. You might have to go watch it again or watch it 3 or 4 times. I get it. But this is insane information. So let's go to the next part, which I think is really cool. Okay. This is really cool stuff. All right. You're going to ask it, what is the phone number for code enforcement in Dayton, Ohio? Watch this. Insane. Why hasn't anyone on YouTube ever talked about this? Okay, now it's not talking about it. Hold up. That was disappointing. Okay. See, I will let you guys know this is in real time, so I'm glad you guys actually see this. It's not perfect. It will say no, and then I ask it like in a different way, and then it'll give it to me. Okay. It has the info. So I'm a text-based, it's outside my capabilities, right? But what's the phone number for the code enforcement department in Dayton? And it says the code enforcement department in Dayton is this one, which is kind of funny. And then I go search that phone number just to confirm it. When I search the phone number, it pops up the Dayton Housing Authority, I think, or the inspection, which is basically that for code violations. And so it pops it up pretty cool. And so just letting you know what it does, and just so this actually makes sense for you, is when I go into and I just Google it, what it does, it actually Googles the information for you like this. And it goes here. Okay. It says keyword. It said code violation and then says phone number and it has city. And that's how they're doing it. That's also the staff directory, pops it up there. And so that's how they get the information. And so it's very important how to do that too. And so that's why, hold on. All right, now we're back on here. So I'm telling you, so it might say, yes, we can't give you that information. You just got to keep asking it different ways. I tried it like 6 times and it always spat it out to me easy. It's crazy though that this gives. Why doesn't anyone talk about this? That's the real crime, I have to tell you. Everyone's going to try to sell a course. So like, what's the phone number for the fire? Let's do this, the fire department. For the fire department. For fire department for the city of, let's do, I don't know, think of a city, right? Let's just try this, St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know if it pops it up. All right, so let's see. The phone number for the fire department for the city is awesome. And then I can ask it like really quick, like, what is the county in St. Louis, Missouri, right? I don't know what the county is. It's going to tell me. It's going to say it's an independent city. It's so St. Louis County, Missouri. So I'm going to ask it, What is the phone number for the utility department for St. Louis County, Missouri? So it might spit out some weird stuff. It might not want to give it to me, but it gave me the utility department right here. So that's pretty cool. And so you can get information about utility rates and billing. So what it just did, it just spat out the utility information for like the water shutoff list, right? Insane. Crazy, right? Now you can compare cities. You can do all this stuff, right? You can do all this analysis. And we're getting to lead generation. I seen some comments on there. I'm doing a full tutorial on this. But the lead generations, I mean, I think people have seen the capabilities of AI with lead generation, but we're going down the list here, okay? I'm trying to go from list of mind blown to least mind blown, all right? And so when it comes to lead generation, now you can get phone numbers to pull government lists. That's first and foremost right now, okay? Next here, I'm just giving you I'm going down a list of prompts I want just to show you guys, and then we'll get into how to actually have it to write stuff, right? And there's a reason why I'm popping it. The lead generation part's probably some of the most mind-blowing stuff, so I left it at the end because, you know, I'm a jerk, and I'm trying to help you guys out by getting the most information that you might not want to see, but you need to see, okay? So first of all, if you guys are like wanting to rehearse how to talk to a subject to, this is pretty cool. How to explain subject to a home seller. And this is really cool for everyone that's like kind of starting out. It explains it in a very simple way what a subject to. So this is real. You can wholesale subject to properties. So I did put this on here. But like, you know, how to explain subject to a home seller. I'll tell you this, guys and gals. Subject to is actually really not that complicated when it really comes down to it. But like, look, it literally, look at this. It's explaining subject to in 2 sentences. Subject to is a real estate transaction where the buyer assumes the seller's existing mortgage. This means the buyer does not take out a new mortgage, but instead has to makes the monthly payment on the seller's mortgage. That explains subject to in like 2 seconds. Easier than I've ever thought. The benefits. There are a few benefits to subject to. It can be faster and easier than selling a home. The seller may be able to get a higher price for the home if they sell the traditional mortgage. And third, the seller doesn't have to worry about finding a new place to live. That is a little off, but overall, it goes through all the articles made on subject twos and kind of summarizes it in the best way. Here's an example of how to explain a subject to a seller. Hi, my name is, and I'm interested in buying your home. I know you're in a hurry to sell, so I wanted to see if you're open to a subject to transaction. With subject to, I would assume your existing mortgage and make the monthly payments to allow you to sell your home quickly and at a higher price. Of course, there's some risks involved, but I'm confident I can make the payments take care of the property. I don't like the risk part, but like overall, for the first time asking it, it's pretty dang good. All right. Like it's insane. Okay. And so for a lot of things that you're just trying to understand in life and in real estate, and you get some lingo, right? It's pretty cool. So for example, everyone's like, what's a cap? Zach keeps talking about cap. What is a cap rate, right? You can just pop it in there and it'll just explain some of this real estate lingo and terms you might not like that might be confusing to you, right? It shows you cap rates and how that makes sense and all this stuff, right? That's pretty cool, right? But also it will pop up, like this is pretty cool. It will pop up as of this video, examples for you to do too. And so like it'll go through all the articles for something. So for example, if I want to find repair costs and I'm a brand new beginner, I might say, what are the most common home issues and repairs needed in, let's say, Southern Alabama for houses built in 2004. That's very specific, but if I'm going on an appointment in Southern Alabama and I want to see what I should look at on a property to see if it needs, you know, any issues with the property, right? It will pop up articles from Southern Alabama people of issues that properties have. And so if I'm a brand new and I want to look at like repair costs and what should I look for, what should I not look for, it'll give you roof leaks are a common problem there, foundation issues, HVAC systems, water heaters, right? And then you can ask it to, what are the costs to repair those issues? And so now we're getting to finding repair costs, right? Now, I have a handy dandy calculator. It's pretty easy, but you can just ask it other questions on it, right? And what just popped up here, this is pretty cool, the cost of repairing it, right? Now, of course, some of it says it varies, and HVAC system varies, and I'll show you specifics on what to put, but it's pretty dang powerful. Okay, it's pretty dang powerful. All right, and so like if you hear someone say a lingo that you never heard before, it'll change a lot, right? And so it's crazy. So everyone's like, "Is this a subscription?" It's free. It's free. And so I like ChatGPT. I do have the premium version of it, but most people aren't going to pay for that, right? Especially as a beginner. And guess what? It's a free. This is free. That's why it's very powerful. Okay. And so let's talk about the next one. Let's see how I can try to blow your mind on the next one. All right. Let's see if I can. But this is really cool. Okay. And so I'm using Dallas a lot because we got a lot of Dallas people in the house. But I want to see, guys, where are you talking from? And I want to pull government lists and show you how to generate some leads with government lists, because I talk about government lists forever. What state or specific city should I do? And so let me give you an example right here that's really dang cool, okay? Create a list of all the relevant government agencies in Dallas County, Texas, so I can pull the water shutoff list, the fire damage property list, their pre-foreclosures, and the probates. See what it pops up. Pretty gangster. Let's see what it's got. Oh, snap. Mind blown. Okay, if this isn't blowing your mind, I don't know what else can. Okay, it just did this. All right, and guys, you can copy and paste this later tonight and tomorrow on freewholesaling.com. You see the link below of how to actually do this. So look at this. Okay, and Dallas County Clerk. There's their phone number. There's the website. Property assessor site, collecting property taxes. So that is an amazing tax delinquency list. I have a phone number and a website right here. I have the treasurer, which is not the best, but they collect taxes. They can see who's not. They have the probate court. Holy crap. Like, look at this stuff. That's the probate court. You got the website right there. You got the phone number right there. It's insane. Like, how do you beat that? That's why I got to go to freewholesaling.com. It's right there. On top of that, too, you get the water shutoff list, the utility department. It's right there. Phone number and website. Fire marshal, phone number, website. Sheriff's department for the arrest record list. Guys, this is making 10 grand. You can easily make 10 grand a month doing this. Like, as a beginner, you want to make $10,000 a month working 10, 15 hours a week. This is how you do it. All right? So if you were a complete beginner right now, there's a lot of beginners out here starting out in wholesaling, but they don't have this type of information. And this is stuff you get, costs no money at all. No stupid guru talking about this. All right? None of them. Because they don't want to do it. They don't want to do that around us. Jeez, man. Let's get back to the point. I got to do it on someone, because if I don't do it on someone, then they're going to keep coming. All right, let's get back to the next part. It's always a fun one, but hey, no big deal. All right, let's go back here. All right, what's the next one? The next one here is pretty cool too. This is the zip code. All right. Here's pretty cool. What zip code has the most rental properties in Tucson, Arizona? Watch this. It will show you. Now, the information, I cannot verify this one as like the most statistically. So let's do it for March. Actually, let me change this one really quick. For March 2023. All right, let's pop this up. Okay, so the data so this is data from 2022. Okay. So I wasn't sure to verify this information, so I just got the data from 2022. All right. And so literally what it just popped up here is, this is pretty cool. All right. So this is, according to Zillow, these are where the most rental properties are per zip code. So this is really cool for wholesaling. But also on top of this, I'm going to give you some stuff. All right. This is based on Zillow's information. And so I don't go through Zillow and pop up every one and do it all this. It don't work like that. Okay. It don't work like that. So this is pretty cool because I can find out here the most rental properties per zip. It'll give me the average on there too. Now, let's kind of change this a little more, okay? What zip code is the most rental properties in Tucson, Arizona that are single family homes? Let's see what that pops up for. Okay, so did the data change? Yes, so the data did change. So this is very important when you're doing this AI tool, but this will change a lot right here, okay? And so when you're, so remember Tucson, it's a bigger market. So there's condos, apartments, all the stuff out here, right? So it's going to give you the single family. So you got to spit, guys, it won't give you anything if you don't ask for it the right way. So that's why you have to ask for it the right way. And so that's when I go here, it'll pop up all this stuff. So this is really cool too. And so the last thing I want to do on top of this too is do this. And so I'm going to pop that, and then I'm going to ask it this too. I'm going to ask it for the most rental properties in Tucson, Arizona that are single family homes. Relative to population. Okay. And so give me those rental single family homes per like 1,000 people. And that's where I want to see, right? Like where are the most rental properties per like 1,000 people or per home, right? And so it's really cool. Let's see here. All right. And so what's going to pop up here is 1,000 rentals with 45,000 people in it. So now I see here in the 85704, that's the most amount of rental single family homes per 100 people. So that's pretty cool. That's data I need to know. That's very, very valuable data in wholesaling real estate. And so if I want to go find what areas are probably good for rental properties, that's pretty cool. Nobody else in this business talks about this, and this is where you have to go talk about it, okay? Man, if you're not doing this, you have to start doing this, right? And you can do it by county, city, zip. You can really go to the nitty gritty of this, okay? It is insane. It's crazy, but if you're not doing it, I don't know what to tell you, man, right? Like, so you have to go by each one of these and then do each one of that, and then it'll just show you. It's crazy right now. And so telling you, if you're not doing it, you got to do this stuff. This is the stuff that works really, really well. And so let's go to the next one here. And so so for some more lead generation, right? If you want to go out here right now and you want to go, and I'm just being honest with you, if you're going to do some bandit signs, which I'm not going to tell you if they're legal or not in your city, but if you want to find the best spots to put out bandit signs, all you have to do is ask Google. Google Maps has data of every single car in the country driving different areas. And so I ask it, what streets in Tucson, Arizona are busiest for traffic or a billboard sign? What it's going to do is give me the areas that are best for bandit signs, really. And that's why I put sign, political sign, right? But it's going to tell me I-10. We're not going to do I-10, but Iana Road, Grant Road, Tanquer Verde Road, and Campbell Avenue. Those are the heaviest trafficked roads, over 20,000 vehicles traveling on it each day. And so as long as you're not like crazy highways, that's pretty cool, right? And so I can do this for every single city. So obviously it's going to take some time for me to figure out what's the most busiest roads in a city. But like if I'm virtually wholesaling in like, Africa, Europe, Asia, and I just want to find in America where the busiest spots, maybe I want to get someone to, maybe not reverse driving for dollars, but like bandit signs. This is insane. Like it's crazy, right? Like I love this stuff. This is insane, right? You just can't beat this stuff. All right. And so we're getting some more questions in the chat about this. And this is a really cool one. Okay. And so the question is, can I do individual properties? And the answer is yes, you can do individual properties. And so I'm using, this is an example of a property, but I'm putting in 6002 Cassia, right? And I just say, what's the value of it, right? What it's going to do is give me an estimated value of 602 Cassia Drive. Now, It's not, I'll tell you this, it's probably the worst at valuing property. It is hands down probably the worst at doing comps, but it's not terrible. Okay. So this property, it's going off of some stuff on it. It's not terrible, but the property is worth about 258, 257 when I comped it a little bit. It's not terrible. Okay. It's not terrible. I'm just letting everybody know, like it's really not the worst out there. And so you're just going to pop up an individual property. They'll do that like that. And now this is the part that's not really good on. I will let you know, but like I'll ask it, right? Show me comps for that property. Now it, for half the properties, it really doesn't. For some of them, they do, right? And so these properties aren't really that good. And so a lot of this information is not that good. So let's try to use a different version from Zillow. And so sometimes you got to put it the right way. But so some cities I actually did it. What it did work really well, but other ones it did not. And so everyone's going to start doing this. So when I pop up that address, it's actually not a legit comp. You got to avoid it. So I know everyone wants to kind of do comps on it right now. It doesn't work too well for smaller markets. I popped in about 10 addresses. It only worked for about like 2 of them really. So like, and those are bigger cities. So it's probably not the best one. Yeah, I'd be careful with the comps feature. I will tell you, I did say the comps do work, but like 5-10% of the time. So I would just kind of use the prop stream, Zillow. It's crazy. So I registered with Bard 15 minutes ago. I already got access to the app. So there's an app on your phone. I forgot to tell you that. There's a Bard app on your phone. And so I'm just going to the App Store really quick and find it. And let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Let's see if I think Jack's gonna message me soon. So I might want to pop up his message. Let the world see. But let's go here. All right. So I'm going to go to the App Store. I'm doing this live so I can show you what the app is called. Bard AI. So it is called Bard AI app. I think it's just Google. I got to see, guys. You got to let me know where the app is. Bard AI app. Okay. I think it's Android only, which kind of sucks. But whatever. I think it's an Android thing, which does not make me happy, but whatever. All right. No big deal. No big deal. All right. Let's go to the next one here. So that one doesn't work too well, but hey, it does the valuing good. It's just the comps are not good. And so that's the one thing we're going to have to just kind of avoid right now. And so here's a good one though. It will get good information. And so what I mean by this is the address. And so I'm going to ask it is, give me property info about this one, right? The property information is not bad. Okay. And so let me pop it up here to just confirm it. And so let's see here. And so cross-referencing this information, it's not bad at all. And so that's the thing that kind of works on it pretty well, but it gives good property information. And so the comps kind of suck on it, not going to lie, but hey, no big deal, right? And so it's giving the information, zips good, price. So the square footage is good. So what Bard will do is it will look at the style of home. It will look at the square footage, bed and bath, lot size, stuff like that. It also pops up taxes, which is kind of cool. And they'll tell you if it's on the MLS or not. So it can estimate repairs decently. Let me tell you what I mean by that. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask it. Let's pop up where I'm at. All right, here it is. I'm going to ask it, what would be the cost of a new roof, kitchen, updating, and new hardware flooring? So if I go to that property, or let's say I talk to the seller and he says the property needs a new roof, it needs a new kitchen updating, and it needs new flooring. That's what it is. based on the square footage. Let's just pop that up and see. It's sometimes good. It works pretty well though. I'll tell you, like the comps suck on it, but like everything else is pretty good. And so based on the square, if you ask it based on square footage, it'll actually work really well. And so it's giving us that's actually not a terrible guesstimate. I'll tell you, like I've seen worse. All right. And honestly, it's not completely off. And that's the cool part. Okay. And that's really the cool part on this. Okay. The roof, 10 grand, kitchen, 15, flooring, 5. Not too bad. I'll tell you that. It estimates repairs if you give it what it needs. I've seen way worse. I'll tell you, like that, I would probably put it in a medium. And if I kind of go off of my freewholesaling.com one and I go off of that chart, let's pop that up too and just kind of compare it. It's really I don't really see a big issue. So I go to the ARV section, I go to calculating repair costs, and medium's 25 grand. So 30, that's probably even better. So this is almost better than my little thing. And so it's about, I would say it's about 90% accurate. And so that, I think that makes up for the comps, not working the best on it, but whew, crazy. All right. And so I'll tell you this, guys, it does take about 24 hours to get the acceptance on it, but like it's worth it. Right. And so we'll give the roof, kitchen updating. You spit out what it needs and it will guesstimate pretty much what it is. So shout out to Jamal out here. Gorillapreneur. Don't forget Jamal. It's Bard AI. So go to the link on the YouTube channel and it'll pop it up there. But I want to give a shout to him. He's a cool dude. So yeah, it's insane. So I said it's Bard AI Google. Go on there. There's a link on the YouTube channel. Go to freewholesaling.com and the whole thing's in there tonight or tomorrow. But like, it's crazy how it's doing this, right? And so for the beginner, I said it's way better for the beginners probably. But I want to keep it going. Like I don't think I've scratched the surface on this still, and I gotta get through this. So I'm gonna go a little faster. FYI, guys, it blows it. The stuff that ChatGPT right now can't do, it's insane. So the next one here, what zip code in Marietta, Georgia has the most cash sales per 1,000 people? Oh, snap. Crazy, right? So what's doing right here is popping up zips in 2022 based off of, just trying to see what that information is based off of. What info is that based from? Usually it tells you when you ask it. I think it'll be off. Zillow's my best guess. And so you tell me when to ask it. So this information it provides based on Zillow's data on cash sales. So that's pretty cool. They might have an API or something on it. But the top 5 zip codes in Marietta, Georgia. Here's the cool part about AI. It already knows that I've been asking recently about per 1,000 people for data sets. So it just gives it to me. And so what it just gave me here was top 5 zip codes in Marietta, Georgia with the most cash sales per 1,000 people. Or did I ask it per 1,000? Oh yeah, I did ask it per 1,000 people. All right, no big deal. But it's just saying, okay, this zip has this much cash sales per 1,000. And so this is probably going to be the hottest zip for cash sales. And so I'll tell you something very sad. This is very disheartening information. But ListSource used to be able to give you cash sales for free. But guess what? Here's something insane. They got rid of that feature because people were doing it for free. Now, with Bard AI, you can do it like that. It takes a lot to do it through Zillow. And so shout out to Steve. I'm already in 15-minute waiting list. So pretty cool. And so insane that I just did that, okay? Because it's crazy that this is even possible now. Because it'd take me probably 20 minutes to get this information all done. And so here's a really cool one too. I'm going to ask it too. This is a good one just for everyone to use. Give me this information in a visual graphic. I'll make a visual graphic on the information. That's what I really like doing. And so it's not it could be a little better than that. There we go. All right. I just go by drafts and it'll make a draft on it. But that's pretty cool. I like the visual. I'm a very visual learner. It doesn't do too much crazy stuff. But yeah, that's pretty gangster. And then guys, in the comments, I want you guys to, so if you guys watch the end of this video and like this is recording from, let's say 2 weeks. So this is a 2-week old video. Let's say let's say in June. If you have a prompt that's new, that's really cool, let everyone know in the comments of this video. So this is a lot. So the comments will be live. That'd be pretty cool too. So let's keep going down the line here. Okay. And so this is a really cool one. But I mean, it's not this one's pretty good. So I ask it, what's the best zip code for house flipping in Port St. Lucie, Florida? And guys, I know PSL like the back of my hand. You remember my Jack example. But these are hands down. So this is actually the 34986. It's actually St. Lucie. The north side's really good. I'll tell you, it's not like the perfect one, but the rest are pretty dang good. Okay. But it's going off a house that need a lot of repairs. Not terrible. And so I'm going to ask it, where did you get this info? I'll go tell me real quick. And so so you guys know that it's using a variety of sources for this. And so for them to give me this information, it's going off of Zillow, Trulia. It's going off of Redfin based on home for sale rental properties, NAR, my favorite people in the world, and then the Census Bureau. And so that's really cool that I just spat that stuff out. So if you're looking for good wholesaling markets, go where the house flippers are. So I can do this for any city in the United States. Dallas, Houston, Phoenix, Monterey, California, right? This is insane, the information that it's giving you right now. I love it, right? It's crazy that this stuff happens. And so this is a really cool one. Where was it? Find me 20 real estate hedge funds that are buying properties and provide me with their contact. That's a great prompt too. So let's see what that says. What hedge funds are buying the most properties for cash in, let's say, good one, Mobile, Alabama. Love that market. So I don't trust this yet. Okay, so it's going through public record and listings. It's probably not going to be the best one that. So it just gave me another one. These are a little too big, so I would probably avoid that one. But these are that's great stuff to think of, right? And so it can generate a probate list. So I'm getting to that really quick. So I got to keep going down the list here, but it works really good. Okay. And so the next one here is basically, you can ask, like, based on Google Maps, what areas in Stuart, Florida are busiest during rush hour? Which they'll tell me. So this is a great bandit sign place. These are great bandit sign spots. And so that's a great one too. Here's a cool one too. So if I'm virtually drawing for dollars, right? We love virtual drawing for dollars here at Flip with Rick. And so what I'm going to do here is just ask it really quick. Based on Google Maps, which it's Google, what areas of Florida are most updated from Street View in 2023? That's cool, right? So it's giving me what areas are basically updated in 2023. And it's going to pop it up. So pretty much, the huge, right? Apparently these are going to be the most updated parts in Florida, which is cool. New construction, traffic. That's cool. So let's get a little more specific, right? Based on Google Maps, what areas of, let's say, Marion County, Florida? That's south of Gainesville. And let's say and so this is really cool. It's giving me the cities that are most updated. And so I can get even more specific. Okay. So maybe I'm going to ask what zip codes. All right. What zip codes of Marion County, right? And it's going to pop up, hopefully, the zips in 2023 Street View. So let's just do this one real quick and see if the Street View is actually updated or not. Let's go here into Street View. Oh, look at this. Okay. So I just popped that zip code into Street View. Street View. And look at this. 20 okay, this is 2015, my bad. Oops. And so looking at this data, it doesn't look completely right. I mean, I bet this part of a cow. It's probably what it's talking about. 2018. So not every part of that Street View, unfortunately, is not working here. So no big deal. Okay, let's keep going down the line here. All right, here we go. So let's talk about lead generation. Okay, let's go back to freewholesaling.com here for a second. So when I'm going to generate wholesaling real estate leads, all I need to do here, I'm telling you, this is hands down amazing to do. Okay, all I'm going to do is find the top Facebook groups. This is pretty cool. So I'm going to ask it, what are the most popular and active Facebook groups in Louisville, in the Louisville, Kentucky area? I'm going to say here is it's going to give me the most active Facebook groups in Louisville. And what's going to do is Louisville Moms, it's going to Louisville Foodies and Louisville Events, and then Louisville Buy Nothing. And so that's pretty cool. It's not the best because you can't Google it, but it is somewhere to start if you want to go generate Facebook leads, where to go from there. I do got to verify that information, but it'll show you pretty active groups based on Google searches. And so that's what we want to do too. Now, on top of this, if you want to go and find Facebook groups that are really powerful right now, let's see here. Let's pop this up real quick. Okay, here we are. All right. So this is going to pop up right here too. Here's go. What zip code has the largest concentration of older homes in Port St. Lucie, Florida, right? And this is information I actually have the inside scoop on, so I can legit verify it. And what it's doing here is going off of data of the oldest homes in Port St. Lucie. Reasoning for this is a lot of older homes are smaller, they're worth less money, and they need a lot more work because they're older houses. Those are great houses for wholesaling real estate. That's why it's working very well right here, okay? And so I want to do Houston, I want to do Dallas, I want to do Utah, Arizona, all these places. If you want to find older homes, those are great areas to go after in wholesaling real estate. Amazing. Come on. It's awesome. Love to see that one here. But I'm telling you guys, look at this. These are all the older homes in Port St. Lucie right there. Right there. Insane. Insane. Okay. And you know, if your country isn't supporting this, just get a VPN. There's free VPNs out there. Windscribe's a really good free VPN. And then on top of that too, we can ask it again. For example, you know, what zip codes has the cheapest homes in Martin County? And so it's going to give me zip codes that have the cheapest homes in Martin County, Florida, which is another part of Florida. And this is popping up pretty well. And yeah, it's cool. And so what I can also ask it, like, what areas are the cheapest to buy in, let's say, Florida, okay, with a population over 100,000. So it'll give me the cheapest places in Florida with higher populations, which is great for wholesaling. Lakeland, great wholesaling market. Cape Coral, decent wholesaling. Fort Myers, these are all good wholesaling markets, right? And so it's giving us high population and relatively low price points. And so this is a great area to get into wholesaling, right? And so this is something, guys, I'm telling you that if you want to go out here and find good info, it's going to work very, very well. On top of that, too, you can also ask it, guys, like really quick, a chart of that information. So you can ask it, just make a chart of that info. And so I just say, make a chart of that info. And it's going to pop up all the charts for the information that we got to do. All right, let's see here. And so it just gave us a little handy dandy chart there, which is really cool. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's go to the next one here. All righty. All right, let's do this one, then we'll get the lead generation part. And so if you're starting out in a real estate market, okay, so let's say I see Lakeland here. That's pretty cool. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to ask it, all right, give me all the visual graphs. Let's do information and data about the Lakeland, Florida real estate market for a real estate investor. And what it's going to do here is give us all the information as a newbie I should know about this market to give us all the information. Okay. Insane right now. But look at this. It's giving us all the information about Lakeland that I probably need to know. And so it's giving me home pricing trends. The home price is increasing steadily. Does it have charts? No charts, whatever. All right. But inventory, right? It's giving us inventory, information, rental market, conclusion, all this. And we can ask it more information, but this is really cool. And so it's giving us more and more info based on the data, based on all the stuff that we don't usually know about. And so if you are getting into wholesaling real estate right now and you want to start generating leads, okay, I tell everyone just go to freewholesaling.com, right? So I'm right here into freewholesaling.com, and we have an AI section. And an AI section already has ChatGPT for actually going out here and, you know, pulling lists and generating leads. And so, for example, let's do the real quick one. Let's do code violations. And so if I want to find code violations, I can ask ChatGPT, give me the phone number, give me the email. And then once it gives me the email, all I have to do is copy this, all right, and just post it into Bard, all right? So I go back into Bard right here, and I'm just going to pop that in there. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and so write an email to request all open in Harris County, Texas, to the code. And so it will fight with me a little on it, but it's pretty simple, right? It's giving us on here too, and then boom, you can just do it from there. Pretty good. Copy, paste, good enough. You can do that just to pull lists from there. But if you want to actually go out here and start generating leads, right? Like actually generating like leads on Facebook groups. First of all, I ask it what are the top places to actually go out here and find for basically the Facebook groups. Text blasting. So for example, if I want to go text blast, generate some leads for doing that, all I'm basically going to do is just use the freewholesaling.com prompts. And so write 10 SMS text blasting messages that me and my partner are looking to buy 2 more houses for cash in the area. And I stumbled upon the house and seeing if they want to sell it for cash. And so it's going to generate some ad copy for me here. See what it pops up. It's going to go all over the board on this one, but we're going to see what it pops up. We're looking to buy 2 more houses in the cash. Are you willing to pay above market? We're willing to pay above market. So I'm going to change that part. But that's cool. So I can go off the drafts too. And it'll give me different text message ones. I can just write, make them shorter and say looking to buy them for cash. And so let's see what it does. It's decent. I'll tell you this, when it comes to SMS, it's probably better. It's probably better when you give it more. And it's also a little better on ChatGPT. And so I'm going to pop up the next part here, make 5 similar texts with this addresses on here. And it'll give you it. And so with ChatGPT, you can kind of give it less and it'll make more. Bard's good, but you got to give it more, right? I have to give it the address on this one. And so I'm a cash buyer. See, that's decent too. And I can give it keywords to put on, to remove. And so that works good on the texting part too. cash buyer, stuff like that. So let's kind of do some digital band assign stuff. So if I want to go on Craigslist and actually have leads come inbound from me, stuff I've been telling you about, you can ask it something like, for example, make a Craigslist post advertising that me and my partner need to buy 2 more properties for cash this month in the 78934 area code ASAP. Mention that we close in Lil's 14 days and there's no games, no closing costs due, and quick cash sale. So it's going to just make a Craigslist post on that we can copy and put into Craigslist. And so this is really cool. This is stuff that ChatGPT doesn't do, but it didn't do the good hook, which ChatGPT usually doesn't. So this is really cool. And so great little Craigslist post on there. Pretty creative. And also I can do is make 5 variations of that and make it very creative and engaging to get the most calls. And so let's just see what it pops up. It might pop up some bad stuff, some good stuff. We're going to see what it pops up here, but it works out really well here. And so great variations here. And so, yeah, I like that too a lot. And then the last part is Facebook groups, right? And so, for example, I find a good Facebook group. I want to go post in there to get some leads. All I'm going to do is say, make a Facebook group post saying that me and my partner need to buy 2 more assets for cash this month in Knox County ASAP. Closing Lil's 14 days. Make a casual mention that if anyone in the group's looking to sell, right? Now, what it's going to do here is pop that up. And boom, my partner looking to buy 2 more houses for cash. That's pretty good, right? And so I'm going to say is make that a little shorter with more engagement. All right, so we got here. Oh yeah, my partner looking to buy and there are no closing costs. If you're thinking about selling, let's chat. Beautiful, right? And that, guys, is pretty much how to use Bard AI, learning with the power of what I'm saying at freewholesaling.com to go and generate wholesaling real estate leads, market research, finding where to generate leads the best way, all this crazy stuff that is just, never before seen in this industry that we're doing this. And that's why I think it's really cool to do it. And so, guys, if this is something you think you're interested in doing, just go to the AI. It's free. I got nothing to sell you here. Go to freewholesaling.com and get going, right? It is crazy how well it works and crazy how good it is. And so, guys, let me know in the comments. Are you signing up for this? Are you doing this? Is this something that's interesting? Does it scare you a little? It scares me a little. Ain't gonna lie. But hey, it's here. So let's actually use it, right? So let's answer some questions real quick. And let's get into it. Love the shirt. Flip with Rick, represent. All right. So quick, outstanding. Thank you for willingness to a great session. Killed it. So I don't miss anything. Please direct me a list of all events, live group breakdowns. So just FYI, all of my lives are on YouTube. So I would subscribe to the Flip with Rick YouTube channel, the Zach and YouTube channel, the Rick and YouTube channel, the Wholesaling House for Real YouTube channel, because I'm scared that YouTube's just going to drop us one day because I can't say anything bad about them, right? But like we have on Wholesaling House for Real, we'll go live on there too. That's the best way. We don't have any live events. But we do a lot of YouTube lives, so that's pretty cool. So what I want to do is just do a couple one-on-ones, some quick ones. If you got any questions, love to hop on talk. How do you hop on the one-on-ones? How do you do it? You just go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. Let's pop it up here. Let's go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. All right. So you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real right here, and all you got to do is go to the pinned. And we go to the pinned here. It will hop back a join here, which you can join here and talk to me for free. So let's get this here. First of all, we got Angela.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. What's up? How can I help you out?
Yes. So for one, I would like, hold on, quiet. My dog thinks there's somebody here because it can hear you. So I would like, if you are willing, to add me to your deal machine. I'm in Tucson. I would love to run around with the deal machine. I have already started using the Bard. I know you plugged in for Tucson. I'm gonna go put my bandit signs in those locations.
Okay.
Doing good. I have my driving for dollars or reverse driving for dollars. Doing really good with that. Would just like to be added to your deal machine. I sent you an email.
Okay. I don't know if we're doing Tucson. Let me ask Rick, and let me see if I got any new applications for him to partner up with us. We don't have anyone in Tucson that's like can renegotiate deals for us. So I got to see on the deal machine side. But we're only doing that for like markets that we can like sell it like that.
Right.
So that's the main problem for it.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
That was my only question for today.
All
I love this was an awesome learning event. Thank you so much.
Of course. Always here to help.
Have a good day.
All right. Soph, how do I say your name? All right. Hello. Hello. Nobody wants to talk today. Quentin.
What's up? It's been a minute.
What's up, man?
Hey,
How's Dallas?
It's going. So last time we talked, you told me to put out 33 driving for dollar. I'm sorry. What is it? The signs, bandit signs in each of the zip codes that I got interest from my marketing. So I did that, and then I also did the. I was doing code violations as well, and then driving for dollars, and then reverse driving for dollars. Now, that was a while back. And
That was a while ago, man.
Yeah, it was a long while ago. I had to go kind of on a hiatus. I had to get a job. I'm managing a detail shop now, and it's crazy because I'll drive like an hour to work every day. I work 12 hours, and I drive an hour back. So I'm trying to figure out how to work in the time, and I'm thinking with this AI, it's probably going to help me out quite a bit so I can save a bunch of time. So essentially, I'm shooting to do like 10,000 leads a month and then do the skip tracing and then also the marketing and use AI on a bunch of it to kind of have a little bit of assistance. I'm kind of trying to come up with some kind of plan, and I was wondering if you could help me with that.
Sure.
Okay.
So have you done any deals yet?
No, none.
Okay. And so how many bandit signs did you put out?
So initially you told me to do 100, buy 100 signs and then put out 100 signs, 33 in each. And I did that. That was a long time ago. I didn't really get anything from that. I got a code person calling me about one of them. I guess it was too nice of an area or something. They just didn't really like that.
Okay.
Or maybe it wasn't a code person. I don't know. It was someone from the city, and they were saying, hey, you're not really supposed to be putting out signs over here. I don't,
Yeah,
that was
that's code enforcement for you.
Okay. So that's what that was. But yeah, anyways, what I'm doing now is code violations. So last night before, like as soon as I got home, before I went to sleep, I went ahead and I put in requests for 11 different cities already in Dallas. And today I'm going to do another 10 to 20 to go ahead and try to get those leads coming in. So whenever I get the flow, I'll be able to start skip tracing. So therefore, I'm going to use your skip tracing. I'm not opposed to paying for this stuff at this point. I don't have time right now. I've got more money than I do time. So that's kind of the issue that I'm running into.
Okay. How much time can you put into wholesaling?
I'm trying to find it. So I just sat down with upper management and I let them know, hey, I'm going to start trying to get off at about 5 o'clock so I can go and work. So I'm guessing probably 2 to 3 hours a day that I can actually work, but it's going to be near the end of the day. So that's the issue.
Have you done reverse trying for dollars before?
I did, yeah. And
Did you say you did like a bunch of them or something?
Yeah, about 100. I've always kept track of everything I've done on, paper and all in my computer, that kind of thing. And I kind of go by that and I mark my numbers, that kind of thing. So I did 100.
100 bandit signs or 100 reverse trying for dollars sticky notes?
I also did 100 of those. I was trying to kind of gather easy statistics off of 100.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I went off of. And honestly, I don't know what the deal was. Maybe you know something that I don't. But whenever I was pulling code violations, I was requesting for tall weeds and grass, substandard structures, and that was the only ones they allowed me. You told me to go for the mold and mildew as well, but I guess it's too far away from the coast and they don't do it in Dallas. That's what I was told in so many of the different cities that I went to. So
I had no idea there's no when you're away from the coast, there's no mold in Dallas.
Hey, I thought there was
Right.
mold in Dallas, but I guess
Apparently
it's
there's no
not
mold
enough.
anymore. Okay. There's no
So,
water in
anyways,
Dallas. It doesn't rain in Dallas. Okay. Hey,
right.
this is new
Yeah.
info for me.
That's just what I was told. So whenever I went and asked for it, they said that we can give you tall grass and substandards. So I went for those two. Those were the types. And then I went through a bunch of different cities, got 100 different violations, and then went reverse driving for dollars after I got all those leads in. And I got 7 calls back from those, and half of those, well, 3 of them, were angry people. Don't stick sticky notes on my door, that kind of thing. I don't care. But then there was a few more. But I mean, that's like a super low conversion rate, and that's essentially direct mail. So I mean, am I missing something there? Is there something?
I don't think you have enough data, dude. I'm just being
Okay.
honest. I don't think there's enough data, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, 100 reverse drawing for ours leads aren't going to be enough. We're going to
Right.
have to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, and that's why at this point, like I say, I don't have a lot of time. I have to be at the shop that
2
I'm
or 3
managing.
hours is plenty of time, dude. For
Okay,
reverse
so
drawing
3
for
hours.
dollars.
Okay. I mean, it's a big area, and like I say, I drive 2 hours a day. I spend at least a minimum 2 hours in the car every day, driving to work and driving back home. So it's 14 hours total, probably 15 if you account for traffic in the morning combined with the afternoon. So I'm just trying to make this stuff work. I'm not giving up.
I think it will work, but
Okay.
one thing I'll tell you is, do you have any cash buyers?
I have a small list from Waco whenever I used to stay down in Waco, but right now I'm just trying to get my leads in and then start finding deals, and then I'll
Let's do this, okay?
Okay.
Here's the problem, dude. You don't even have cash buyers. If you get a deal locked up right now, you're probably not going to be able to sell it because you're
Okay.
kind of being all over the board here. Let's
Okay.
find 5 good cash buyers in Dallas.
Okay.
Let them give you an area and then niche out to that area. Let's do some speed holes. I call it speed wholesaling, right?
Okay.
Let's just niche it out. Like, let's just do that, man. I think it'll be way better for you.
Sounds good. And then the 10,000 leads still, that's fine. Doing that 10,000 leads a month, and then start doing the skip tracing. So whenever I do skip tracing, I guess I go through Zach data.
You use whatever you want, man.
Okay.
I am telling you this though. Make sure you do the areas your cash buyers want. Don't do areas that they don't want.
Right. Yeah. From okay. Yes, that's fine. And then as far as my marketing, whenever I start marketing out to these leads, SMS, right? So I can use the AI to do the SMS marketing.
Like, what do you mean? Like, AI is not going to send out the text for you. That's against the law.
Well, no, just generating a message, I guess.
Yeah. Use AI for it. Yeah, that's great.
All right. So, and then also, I don't want to run into the issue where like a carrier starts to block my messages. I've heard of that being a thing whenever you send out SMS.
Depends on the service you're using.
Okay. So, who do you recommend?
SMSZach.com.
SMSZach.com.
Now, I personally, I'll tell you this. I've always said this. Just send messages from your phone starting out if you're doing reverse drawing for dollars. You can do about 50 a day without being hit. That's what I found. So find an ugly house in an area that a cash buyer wants. Take a picture of the property, skip trace a trivial search, find the mobile line, paste it, say, is everything okay at the house or at this property? And you will get a message back from the owner. I guarantee it. And then you get very good engagement.
Okay.
It's free. And so like, you don't have the funds for it, just do that. I'm telling you that's, I think everyone fundamentally should do that. If you don't, everyone should text. Money shouldn't be the barrier for it, but just little stuff like that, it gives you deals, man. So you don't have to use batch and do all these, like, you don't have to, man. Like, it's not a must. I know a lot of people say it's a must, but like, if you just find the cash buyers, do the government lists, do the reverse trying for dollars and take pictures and do that stuff like that, you don't have to spend a bunch of money, man.
I mean, like I say, I'm not opposed to spending the money because at this point, like, I seriously, it's very tough. Like, I wake up, I'm telling you, I wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. I get in the gym, I get in the car, I come to work. I have to be at the shop 7 o'clock, and then I work. It's actually 13 hours, and then I'll leave at like 6 or 7 in the afternoon, even sometimes 8 o'clock in the car, get home 9 o'clock. So that's kind of like where I'm at. And that's what I'm telling you. So doing the reverse driving for dollars, that's
You work 91 hours a week.
What's that?
How many hours a week do you work?
I just kind of mark it from 8 to 8. In my mind, that's kind of where like I shoot for. But I have to be early because I have to put in all of my employees. I have to put their hours in, and all that kind of stuff. It's
So you work
strenuous
12
hours.
hours a day,
Yeah,
7 days a
100%.
week?
No, 6 days a week. I don't work on Sunday.
What job do you have?
Yeah, it's on site. It's a freaking detailing company. I'm managing.
They make, do you own it?
No, I'm a manager.
They make you work 84 hours a week?
It's based off of commission. So,
Bro, that's ridiculous. Okay.
I'm telling you, I gotta make the money, man. But I'm not
I
giving
hope
up
they're
on
paying you well, dude. I mean, honestly, I would just reverse drive for dollars at this point. I think that's the only thing you got, dude. At working 84 hours a week, just do that, man.
Well, so I mean, I guess explain to me how if I reverse drive for dollars, I'm doing that during the night, nighttime. I have to sleep and everything. I mean,
You can pull the pre-foreclosures, you can pull the code violations, you can pull the probates, and then put the addresses in Google Maps, and it'll show you where to go.
yeah, but I mean, I get that. I've done that before. That's what I'm saying. I've done it before. It takes a ton of time, and I don't really have the time. That's what I'm kind of saying. I'm trying to find the time, but reverse driving for dollars as of right now, like I say, I'm not opposed to spending the money on letters and sending them out because I don't have the time. I just don't.
Do probate mailers and drop $1,000 a month in SMS.
Okay.
That's probably what I'd do if you don't have the time for it.
Probate mailers, is that the same thing as just, okay, $1,000 in SMS? $1,000 is going to give me those 10,000 leads marketed out to?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
I believe so. Let me do the math here. Hold on. I believe it will give you how many days? I think, yeah, I'll probably give you, yeah, that'll probably work.
So $1,000.
Yeah, 10,000 outbound. Yep, you're good.
Okay, perfect. So 1,000. Okay, so that's great. That's pretty much kind of what I needed to know. But I mean, is there any other tips something else that you recommend that I'm missing?
I mean, texting's probably the best for your time because it's like an hour or two really a day at most, and so it's not that difficult to do. It just costs a bunch of money like that. That's why I don't talk to most people about it until they actually have the cash for it. But SMS probably gonna be your best bet, dude.
Okay.
And bandit signs, but I already told you about bandit signs.
Yeah, and then I can just deal with the leads that are pretty much like interested, and then I can kind of go from there. I think it's a better use of my time anyway. So
I think so too.
That's a pretty solid plan.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks,
Go
man.
after, dude.
All right.
I like it. Speed wholesaling works, guys, but yeah, that's it. Let's see here. Yeah, I know people like guys. I'm just when I see someone that has a job, I assume they work 40 hours a week because that's pretty normal. 84 hours a week is a lot. If he's a manager, commissions, he's a hustler. I love it. I get it. It's a tough grind. And so I'll say for Quentin, what he's doing is a very tough grind. It's not an easy thing what he's doing. It is not easy at all that we're working 84 hours a week, working out, and then doing it. I give him his props, right? Guys, I'll let, if you ever worked 84, 90, 100 hours a week I've had for wholesaling, I can't really say he's a complainer. I can't call him a complainer. Now, there's a lot of people I call complainers. I don't think he's one of them. I'll tell everyone that, okay? A guy like that, I'm not calling him a complainer, right? He's doing a lot, right? And I believe him on his word, right? Like you're nowhere without your word. Words your bond, right? And so it's tough, right? Now, I don't make excuses, right? Like you can complain a little bit, but like there's no excuse of why you can't still do a deal though. You could still get a deal with that much time, right? You could still do it. It's just what are you willing to cut out of your life for it, right? Obviously the work, it's money, got kids, stuff. I get it. But the one thing you got to cut out is the cash. Like you're going to spend some money, right? If you're working that hard, you should make some money. And so I'd say 1,000 for SMS for those government type of leads and for like a prop stream or, ZachData.com type list. That's probably the best bet for you for your success. And so when you're doing all these things, that's probably where I'd be starting out. And that's probably what I'd be like doing. And so a lot of wholesalers out here, they're not willing to put in the work. And if you're willing to put in the work, you'll clearly have success. And I think the one thing I've shown you today is with AI, with all this technology, there should be zero excuses right now in your wholesaling real estate business why you're not going out here and pulling the government list. It's literally, it just spits it out for you. And you kind of have the leads already kind of like what to say, where to put them, where to skip trace them. Cost isn't there. It's not there. You can complain all day, but complain while you're working. All right. I want everyone to understand that. Yes. Oh, I'm working so hard. I get you're working. Complain while you're doing the work though. Okay. And that's when I'll let you know, you can be complaining, you can be in a bad attitude, but do the work. All right. You know how many times I was complaining about getting up early while putting bandit signs out at 5 a.m.? I can't believe I have to get up this early. But I was saying it while I was putting bandit signs out. I was doing the work while I was doing it. So I don't make excuses. I'll complain. I will complain sometimes. All right. But I'm not going to make an excuse why I can't do something due to complaining it. Right. I've had times where I've complained because it's cold outside. Right. I'm not going to be a little baby. I'm going to still go out there. I'm going to complain about it. Oh, it's so cold. And so yeah, guys, go out here and do the work it needs to do. If you're willing to put in the work, go using the AI tools I share with you. You'll be all doing it the right way. So guys, it's all on freewholesaling.com. Go there, learn wholesaling real estate for free. And I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and I'll see you all soon. This is Zach.